Hi, it's Paul from Hench Herbivore with my friends Susie and Theo.
Hi!
Today we're going to talk about transitioning to a vegan diet. Yeah, so just a couple of other little things to mind. You probably shouldn't eat too many nuts really, because as a vegan we're not eating fish, we're not getting much direct DHA, so it's important for us to have our omega-3 and 6 fairly in balance. Nuts and a lot of seeds tend to be much more omega-6 to 3, oils tend to be ridiculously more, so I don't recommend a lot of oils, or any oils really. But chia and flax seeds are our friends.
Okay.
They're like 3 or 4 to 1 of omega-3 to 6.
Right.
So then the incidental fats you get in your oats and other things, that will tend to balance out quite nicely.
Sure.
So I don't recommend a whole load. You can have like a little handful of nuts
What
now
was
and
the
again,
other
but
thing
don't
you
go
wanted to
overboard.
ask? You wanted to ask.
Oh yes.
What's that, Theo?
I was wondering about honey.
Yeah.
They're from bees. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's
Little-
not actually
yeah.
vegan. So we say that's bee vomit. Yeah.
If you think about it like that, doesn't sound quite so nice, does it?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I heard that they vomit 50 times, so they drink it up and vomit it out again 50 times, and then they spit on their honey, and then that gives the enzymes to create the sugars to like free those up. So it's bee vomit and bee spit. Yeah, but also that oftentimes when they take the beehive apart and put it back, they'll crush some of the bees in a commercial facility. They'll buy in the queens, they'll rip the wings off the queen so the queen can't fly away, and then they'll gas them all to make them sleepy. You know, it's a bit like you're sitting at home watching the TV, someone rips the roof off your house next to your fridge, you've been working hard all week. I mean, that's not very fair, is it? What do you reckon?
No.
Nah. So instead of that, you know, you've got things like maple syrup, agave nectar. You know, there's a few little different options. I like coconut palm sugar myself.
What do you think?
It's very
Do you think
nutritious.
we justify a lot of the things we eat because the rest of the world and the rest of the people around us just says, oh, it's okay, it's normal? Do you think that's what we do? And sometimes we don't use our noggin and really think about what's going on.
Yeah, it's easier to just go along with the status quo.
Yeah, sure.
So to then try to show people a better way, which will sustain the world, because the world's looking about 60 years the rate we're going, the world will be destroyed because of animal agriculture and such like.
Sure.
You know.
Do you know of any sites or any information about veganism that will fit into little people's ears? Do you know of anything?
Bite-sized vegan.
Bite-sized
Yeah.
vegan.
Yeah, Emily. Yeah, bite-sized vegan, yeah. I'll put a link in the description if I remember by the time I upload this. But she's awesome, yeah. She's actually got a series for kids, and they're little.
Lovely.
She calls them bite-sized nuggets.
Lovely.
And it's all there, and there's children specific, so.
That's what we need, just a little bit of information that cannot, and it's not just for Theo as well, it's for me, because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm learning about it as a child, you know, something that our parents should have taught us ages ago.
They didn't know, did they? For instance, my mum used to make me drink loads of milk and say, oh, it's good for your bones.
Yes.
Actually, science and the research shows us the more dairy that countries eat, the worse their bone health is, because it's acidifying. It doesn't come with enough magnesium to absorb the calcium, so you actually get osteoporosis. Yeah, so that's bad. And not only that, but that's now linked with hay fever, which I suffered terribly from as a child. Every photo of me in the summertime, I've got a hanky over my face and eyes streaming. I put up with that for 38 years, then I cut out dairy. I've never had it again, 3 or 4 years now. No more hay fever, so Mum doesn't always know best, but normally she does, so make sure you listen to it. Cool.
But yeah, and in his school at the moment, his vegetarian option at school, what have you got? You've got egg sandwiches or cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
So I think again, it's not just a case of sort of educating ourselves at home, but maybe trying to bring that into the school as well.
Yeah, they're not the best places.
Well, it maybe just needs to be taught, and maybe that's something that you can take into school and you can talk about.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. As we were saying, now it's often the children that are learning all this stuff and wanting to make a change, and it's the parents that are then learning from the kids, and now maybe the schools are going to learn from the kids as well by the sound of it.
I think so. I think that's the way, hey?
Fantastic. One more thing right quick. I'd recommend plenty of leafy greens for minerals.
greens.
They're about the most mineral dense
We love our greens,
foods,
don't we?
and they make it alkaline as well. Yeah, what ones do you eat? Like spinach?
Yeah, we eat spinach. Is it
Kale?
Kale, lovely.
What's the? It was like runner beans, is that right?
You just eat all.
Yeah,
We eat
all
anything green in our
That
house,
is
pretty
fantastic.
much. That is our
Yeah.
favourite.
Yeah, plenty of green, and then a few other little colours all every day, like a bit of variety.
We like to do
Yeah,
our
yeah,
sort of
absolutely.
colour. We like our food to
I
look
remember
nice
your
as
food
well.
from there when we were doing the PT course together.
Yeah.
And you bought in your
Yeah. So
yeah,
we do quite
colourful.
often go for lots of different, at least 5 different coloured vegetables, don't we,
Yeah.
with our food.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And as well, just finding those, we want to really stray away from the alternatives. At the moment, we
Yeah.
are using a lot of corn-based foods.
Yeah.
It's just so that Theo has his 3-part meal, if you like, which
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
we've trained our children to have. And I think we really do want to stray from that, don't we? And
Yeah.
just go for sort of one ingredient products. And,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
Perfect.
you know, which is the
Yeah.
way we need to go.
Yeah, health will
Hence
just
coming to
skyrocket.
visit you.
Wow. I
Man with a
know.
fan.
Exactly. Fantastic. Yeah, sounds like you're good to go then.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Excited to
Thank
see
you,
how you get on. My pleasure.
Well, we will. We'll keep. We wanted to document it as well because we thought it would be important for Theo to sort of see as
Yeah.
well what's happening, you
Yeah.
know, to his body and maybe what's going to be happening, you know, in your thought process and how you might feel about that.
Yeah.
Because it's a big step for a
Yeah,
child
yeah,
to
yeah.
then
It's a
take
big step for
away
an
from-
adult because people will be like quite rude and cruel at first because it's such a change.
Sure.
You know, from
I mean,
the
I
law.
have been myself. I've got a bit of a sense of humour about it,
Yeah.
and you know, and it's that sense of humour as well that's slowly taking me further and further away.
Yeah.
Just because it's not right, and you
Yeah.
do feel a sort of like, oh god, a bit more morality
Like I said when you first messaged me, I knew we'd be having this chat one day.
Yeah.
Because I know that, you know, if you're spiritual, if you're spiritual and you're developing your consciousness, you expand your consciousness, you recognise that other beings have a consciousness, they suffer the same as us, they feel fear, they feel pain, they don't want to be trapped, they want to be free, they want to feel love, you know, they don't want to be in a factory farm and watch their friends getting killed and then they're next, you know, so if you're spiritual, eventually you find veganism, so I knew we would be having this chat.
Yeah, rock on.
And kudos to you for doing it at such, how old are you, Theo?
I'm 10 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like nearly
We're gonna
30
rock.
years ahead of me spiritually. I like it.
I think
I
we're going
like
to rock
it.
the vegan world, aren't we now?
The vegan world.
Cool.
Right, is
Thank
that
you,
about
Paul.
it?
Yeah, I mean, we might have a few other little questions, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
well we'll end the video and then we'll have a bit more of
Yeah.
a chat.
Yeah.
Sweet, right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I always end my videos with one of these. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Go vegan for victory.
Yeah. Go vegan.
Yeah, or Theo will duff you up. Won't you, Theo?